let's start with Coach Prime. As it was Colorado Media Days. It was also Coach Prime's 57th birthday, I believe. Happy birthday. I think he actually had his first grandson as well. His daughter had a baby. So a hell of a day, right? Seemed to be in a good mood. He sits down. There's honey buns on the table. And he's like, oh, none for me. I'm trying to work my six-pack, blah, blah, blah. Then it starts, and man, it just got real defensive real fast for Prime. And listen to this and just tell me, like, how do you interpret this? And I got to be clear. I will. Well, actually, we'll get into it after I play the video. So here's Prime. He's fielding questions from the media.
That's the end of that question, I guess. Next guy.
Eric Christensen with CBS Sports Colorado.
CBS,
Tyler,
I'm not doing nothing with CBS. Next question.
Joe Rigo, Mile High
Ain't got nothing to do with
Vegas.
you. It's above that. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I got love for you. I appreciate you, respect you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. They know what they did.
I'm here in Denver, not national.
You are who you are. CBS is CBS.
No, that's not.
Joe
Ain't got
Rigo,
nothing
Mile
to
High
do with
Sport.
you. I respect you. That's why I told you that. I'm looking you in the eye as a man. I got love for you. But what they did was foul.
Okay, so that was one example there, and of course, if y'all don't know how this works, being a local affiliate, you have nothing to do.
Zero.
With actual CBS. I work at a radio station that has the title of 104.5 ESPN. We literally have zero to do with ESPN. Chat's asking, well, what did CBS do to piss him off so bad? It could have been a few things. CBS ranked him 15th out of 16 coaches in the Big 12. They covered the Shiloh Sanders bankruptcy filing, which we actually talked about on this show as well. Wrote that the Buffs had an uphill climb for bowl eligibility. The thing about this is that's all true. Like, the bankruptcy stuff happened.
Yes.
Maybe, okay, you could say the ranking 15th is, that's opinion, but I don't know if that's foul. And it is an uphill climb.
And that's
really,
but that ranking's a one-person opinion. That wasn't,
yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but it wasn't like a CBS polling of,
yeah,
let's go poll every CBS employee or anyone that deals with college football and then rank appropriately from there where these coaches lie. It was a one person's opinion. And hell, use it as motivation. Don't use it just to put everyone into a box and say, screw CBS. I think it was very defensive, a little bit immature, and just not a good look. And then listen, camp stressful. Maybe things aren't going as well as he maybe wanted to. I don't know. I'm not there in Colorado, but as an outsider looking in, if you're telling me that one of those were the reasons that he acted the way he acted, I don't know if you're going to show the other clip or not.
I couldn't find the other clip. I couldn't find the other clip. Do you want to share it on your side?
I don't think we need to. We can just break it down. To me, that signals there's some other things that are going on that are pissing him off.
Yeah, because to Aaron's point, the entire thing about all of this is that it all just makes him feel overly defensive. Like, another one of the interactions, he was asked about a bolstered offensive line, and he took umbrage with the word bolstered. It was like, I don't know about bolstered. I think we would use improved. Then he was asked about, okay, well, when you have all these transfer linemen, how do you create chemistry? Like, all these are valid, easy questions.
Very easy questions.
And he said, what's chemistry? Right. And so, yeah, like, when you look at the schedule that he is going to have to play, and you look at how they finished last year, and then you look at maybe some of the things that you've seen of camp, and it's easy to, even if this is us, putting words into his mouth or motivations into his body, it is so easy to just assume that, oh, he's defensive because he's nervous that they're going to suck. Because when you look at the schedule, it's just really tough to see where the wins are right now.
I mean, you look at the schedule now, we'll break down the AP poll, but as of right now, there are 5 teams on there. So almost half your schedule currently is ranked inside the AP top 25. You still have Nebraska on there. You have a Colorado State team that you went head-to-head with last year. That was a close game, almost lost that one. And the teams that aren't ranked are Baylor, UCF, Cincinnati, Texas Tech. So we say all that, like, the Big 12 is going to be tough because all these teams are so similar. So yes, He's going to be, once again, most likely fighting for a bowl game. Does he have one of the most talented players or quarterbacks in the Big 12? Yes, 100%. I firmly stand with what I believe about where I think Sanders stands when it comes to quarterback. I think he's a top 5 quarterback in all of college football. So you got a great piece there. You have one of the best chess pieces in all of college football, a guy that could play both ways in Travis Hunter. You hope you have an improved offensive line. You hope you filled in some other gaps on both sides of the football, but still, like, it's only year 2 of a roster that went 1-11 the previous season. So I don't know if I think that there are maybe expectations from the outside because of who he is, but I still think realistically people should still know, like, this was a team 1-11, completely transformed the roster, still building it in the right direction. If they get to 6-6,
huge success.
6-6 is a huge success.
Yeah.
Huge success.
So here's a headline from a Denver Post columnist. I can't remember his first name, something Keeler. It says, Deion Sanders, 4-8 coach, gave a 3-9 news conference. Coach Prime showed Colorado fans a 4-letter sign they hadn't seen before: fear. And then the subtitles, this was desperate Deion, a man who stared into the future and saw 5-7 staring back. Good writing, by the way. And look, to be clear, like, I'm a Deion fan. I was a believer
too
from the beginning. I was a believer because for all the flash, I thought there was real substance there. But this is the kind of stuff that I just I mean, it's a bit of his personality. So even if he was good,
but it's also a way of creating a certain narrative that coaches find a way to send message to their team. We joked about with Kirby 2 years ago. What was the big thing that we're all like, are you kidding me right now? When he said, the media is telling you that you guys are going to be 7-5. The media is telling you guys you're just an average football team. And they went, what was that the year they went 15-1 national championships?
Yes.
Like, I don't know if this is Deion freaking out because there is this expectation that you are going to take a huge step in year 2 and you're going to be maybe a contender in the Big 12 without, some of the teams that are currently there. Is it that, or is it him trying to create some sort of narrative to motivate his team? And this is part of the way he's doing it. I don't know. It was very somewhat uncharacteristic though for me, because there's always a sense of confidence, is always a sense of fun, a little bit pissy here or there, but I just think this was unnecessary pissiness.
B Bean says, simple question: is Deion a good coach? Yes or no? I still say yes. His time at Jackson State was excellent. Colorado improved multiple games. I think he is a good football coach. I think that the turnaround, I think the most disappointing part of the Deion tenure, he has not proven to be the recruiter that I thought he would. And it's almost like Deion would have done better in a pre-NIL age. Because he's not into NIL, he's
done well with the portal though.
He's
done really well with the portal.
He's also gotten bit by the portal though. Like guys like I mean, I guess you win Kermani McClain out of recruiting, and then he ends up leaving in the portal. Yeah. Still though, I thought high
him
school
and Lane.
recruiting.
What's the difference between him and Lane? Lane doesn't give a damn about high school recruiting. Lane goes to the portal. Lane also lost his top running back.
Lane's high school recruiting is still better, but
he's also recruiting in the SEC to Ole Miss, a little bit different.
But he does way better out the portal. Huh? Let's go from on 3.
I'm not once again. Let's say, of course, Lane's going to be better. Lane's more established as a head coach. Lane's more established in the SEC. Lane's at a place like Oxford, Mississippi, which is different than going to Colorado.
Okay. No, to your point, they have Colorado second on the to Louisville for 2024. Louisville, Colorado, Ole Miss, Florida State, and we do call Lane and Norvell the Portal Kings. Okay, so maybe I was off base for expecting him to be better at high school recruiting, but I did think that he would be better at high school recruiting.
I just think a guy that was NFL high school recruiting is just so foreign. You're used to free agency, like that. To me, like that's the mindset.
That's a very good point.
It's a quick fix. He took over a team 1-11 that needed a lot of quick fixes. No coach wants to do the slow process, but a guy like Deion, who's in the spotlight, does not want to go through the slow grind of trying to build a roster over a 3 or 4 year period through the high school ranks. He's going to focus his attention on the portal, and I don't blame him for it.
All right, so that's the prime talk of the day. defensive, we'll see. But the other problem with this is not that Deion gives a fuck, but like when you go after the people that cover the team, you create a lot of people who are just waiting in the wings to shit on you
Mhm.
if given the opportunity. And unfortunately, the schedule looks like he'll be given the opportunity. Bokini, what record this season would put Deion on the hot seat? I don't think there is one because he's made Colorado more relevant than they've been in 3 decades. That's not true.
There's
They were
probably
good in the
more
90s.
money coming into that university than
Yes.
they've had in the past decade. So I think if he can flirt with a bowl game, if he can just be 1 win, 2 wins better than last year, I think that's, to me, realistically improvement. I know from the outside it's not, but
Kind of sucks when you have Shadur and Travis Hunter, though, and you're not going to have them next year if you're
Yeah,
telling me you can't do better than 5 or
you're
6.
going to have 2 guys drafted in the first round. When's the last time we talked about that for
Yeah.
Colorado? And you're in a Big 12 that doesn't have Texas or Oklahoma.